I'm always fascinated, Brian, how you actually get these films, you pick these films, the whole process you go through, like Wolves Unleashed. What's that about?
Well, this is a phenomenal film. This film follows world-renowned animal trainer Andrew Simpson as he travels to the other side of the world to make the biggest wolf film ever attempted. Battling temperatures of minus 60 degrees Celsius, the crew and wolves are tested physically and mentally on a daily basis. And the best thing of all, he's going to be in Charleston.
Best thing of all, Andrew Simpson joining us on the line from France, of all places. What are you thinking trying to train wolves?
It wasn't something I set out to do, to train wolves. I work with a lot of different animals, but wolves have a special something about them. They're pretty unique to work with, but they're one of the hardest ones to work with for sure.
They're intense, I'll say that much, Andrew. Andrew Simpson, filmmaker, joining us from the French Alps in France this morning. Boy, I'd like to have your life.
Yeah, I have a lot of people say that, and some days I can't believe we get paid for what we actually do, but we have a great job, a great experience. We travel all around the world doing what we love to do, and they actually pay us to do it as well.
So give us a little teaser of what Wolves Unleashed is like for those of us listening this morning who want to come out and be a part of the Charleston International Film Fest.
Yeah, and now that you got me online here, I got to say thank you very much for the Charleston International Film Festival for showing my film down there. It's called Wolves Unleashed, and it's an 89-minute documentary about the journey we took with our wolves when we took them to Siberia, not once but twice, to make a French feature film. And while we were contracted to make their film, we actually shot our own documentary to kind of lift the curtain and show people what actually happens behind the scenes and along the way when you work with animals like we do.
So tell me how many. I don't even know where to start about training wolves. I mean, where do you start? You pluck a wolf out the wild and go from there?
No, that's a lot of people think that, but that would be a really bad idea for many reasons. All our wolves are captive bred. They come from, if we don't breed them ourselves, they come from licensed facilities that actually breed them for zoos and other such organizations. And everything starts from really young, usually from about 3 weeks of age, just as their eyes is opening. So we raise them like that. They sleep in our house with us. They sleep in our beds. We take them in our car. We travel everywhere we can with them, just to get them socialized and used to everything that they're going to experience later on in life. So the training with them starts very, very early. You couldn't just go and take an adult wolf from somewhere and say, "Hey, I'm going to make you a movie star." That wouldn't really work that well for you.
How many wolves have you actually trained, and have you been in situations where you felt worried about your life, actually threatened?
Usually, never from the wolf. It's usually from the producers you work with. They threaten you more. But no, I've worked with. I have outside my house in Alberta, Canada. I have 22 of them there. I worked with various wolves all over the world. Right now, we're not the French Alps where I am right now. It's for a different project, but the other project we have is in China, believe it or not. And we're working on a film adaptation of a famous book called Wolf Totem. So we're in China, and we had to go there. We've been there almost 1 year already, and we had to raise wolves and train them from a very small age again. And we're going to be there for probably another year and a half working on that project.
Andrew, how did you get to where you are now? Wolves are very spiritual creatures and very powerful for many ways and reasons.
The wolf is, and if you go back to a lot of different countries that have the wolf, especially North America with the Native Americans, it is a very spiritual animal, and it holds a lot of interest and passion for a lot of people. And one of the things that we wanted to show when I made Wolves Unleashed was, and in total honesty, a lot of the films we do are Hollywood type of films, and it's always the snarling wolf or the wolf attacking or all the bad stuff associated with wolves. But with Wolves Unleashed, what we wanted to show was there is another side to wolves that people, I could quite honestly say, never get to see. You'll see an animal that's super caring, that's capable of forming a bond with a human being. They're very intelligent. They're very forgiving, and it's just they're very much a gentle animal. They have huge social structure in their own pack, and I'm hoping that people can come and see this and walk away as other people who have seen it and go, "Wow, I didn't really know that was possible," and I look at a wolf in a whole different way now.
Andrew, I think we could probably talk for hours. The best part about this, Andrew Simpson, joining us from the French Alps right now in France, is going to be here this time next weekend on Sunday. right across the street from our studios at the Cinnabar in Mount Pleasant. That's April 15th. You can actually watch Andrew's Wolves Unleashed documentary on April 15th at 11 a.m. And then you can actually talk to Andrew and ask him all the questions that I can't even think of at the moment because I'm just blown away by the fact that you train wolves.
Yeah, and like you say, we do train wolves. I am, by the time I get back to Charleston, I'll actually be leaving from China. I go from France to China, but I'm flying back especially for the film festival. So please, anyone that comes, you're more than welcome to ask me any questions you want. I'll be there all afternoon, so even after that finishes, you can take me to lunch and ask me anything you want to ask me. That's why I'm there.
I like that you worked in taking you to lunch. That's pretty good, Andrew. Hey, have safe travels and welcome to the Lowcountry.
Thank you very much for taking the time to chat to me today and for plugging the movie as well as the festival. So I'll say bye-bye, and I hope to see you there.
Wow, what a life.
Yes, our Canadian brothers in the north.
He's your Canadian brother from another mother. You can say it, Brian.
Yeah, it's okay.